Eden is a place to be on a Friday night. It's the Wonderland opening party for 2010. We've got Pete Tong, of course, Rob Marmot, Joe Mills, Bryan Ferry, Steve Lawler. Go nuts, see you in there. Pete Tong, how are you?
Yeah, good.
Yeah, good.
Halfway through the first night, so.
Halfway through the opening.
Yeah.
It's been great so far. Well, I was about to say it's been great so far, but it's been a massive start to the year for you. I mean, you had IMS Dolphin, your opening of Space the Saturday, and now it's your baby.
Yep.
She's opened again for another year.
Yeah. It's weird. I don't know. It just seems to come where it's come. I don't know. After the end of last season, it seems like we finish the season and we come home and the Christmas decorations are on sale, and then you think you've got a lot of time to plan the next season, but in reality we've been working on this. It feels like we've been working on it pretty much from the end of last season. I mean, we were shooting all of the images and doing all the artwork like December, January. So there's an awful lot goes into it, and I've got a fantastic team around me now. And I think this year we feel like finally we know what we're doing. I know it sounds mad, but...
You look like what you were doing for the previous 2 years, but...
No, it's all gone... It's funny, running this place has been different to anything else I've ever done in Ibiza, and we've probably got our hands into more areas. I mean, we're really running everything here, so... and it takes, even though I've been coming to Ibiza for a long, long time, and I've worked for all the clubs, working for them as opposed to almost running the night is a big difference. So, and then you always want to improve it. There's things that sometimes... You know that aren't right, that you can't do anything about it once you've started. You've got to wait till next year. So that's the way it's been for the first couple of years. Like, you know, we've had things we wanted to do that we had to wait till the next season to implement them. So I think it's, you know, we've made some, probably behind the scenes there's been more structural changes in the club, more things going on than ever before that I think is going to give a better kind of experience for everyone coming here. That's what it's all about, you know. I've worked for all of the great, I mean, there's the legendary clubs on this island that have been strong for, you know, 10, 20 years. And they've all got their different things that they do, and they're all good for different reasons. But in a way, they've all got their set ways of doing things. And when the opportunity came to work here, it wasn't considered to be one of the top 5 clubs. You know, it was always a little bit the kind of bastard child of Ibiza. But they were so keen for us to kind of put on top of what they had here. Just we could do anything we wanted, really. It was like a blank sheet of paper, and that was what was so attractive about it, because I never would have been able to, you know, the beads was something that I actually got inspired from U2, actually, from going on a few shows with U2. I know the band and I know the manager, and we kind of got our heads around the technology, and actually the beads here, when we put them in, when we started, it was literally a watered down mini version of what U2 kind of used. There was the technology behind it. It was the first time it had ever been used anywhere in the world, so that was quite new for Ibiza then. And getting Microchunk involved and getting deeper into that, and then just working with you know, Fouad, our director from Barcelona, who does all the girls and everything like that. He's got a different take on how performers should perform, which I really like. And all these elements are things that I couldn't have really done it at Pasha, for instance, because Pasha are very good at doing their own things, you know, and they don't really, you know, they want input, but they don't want people to completely take over. And there's no need, really. They're doing what they do. And I did that for like 6 years, and that's why I wanted to come here and do something different. So.
And now you have.
Yeah. So I think, and you know, the sound system and the booth and you go deeper and deeper and deeper, right to this year of actually sticking a front on the club, which I always wanted to do. But and the idea came from literally when a shop is being refitted. I always love the fact that that big box goes on the front of the building, and then you don't know what's going on behind it, and that's kind of the inspiration for the Wonderland box outside. So I'm pretty happy with it, actually. It was a kind of mad idea that everyone just went with here, and there it is outside. We've stuck a box on the front of the club, a giant one. It's good. It doesn't mean anything other than a mad idea.
No, that you like it.
Yeah.
And I guess that's what's been the beauty of it, as you've mentioned, like, you know, a couple of times just now, it's like having that blank sheet of paper and being able to run and have creative force and take suggestions from those around you and make Wonderland Wonderland.
Yeah. It's a little bit. I mean, funny enough, the name came more from reading the book about the Doors, actually, in Wonderland Avenue was where the name came from. And I always had that name in my head. If I ever started a club, I wanted to call it Wonderland. And I didn't really get it from Alice in Wonderland, although Alice in Wonderland throws up so many imagery suggestions, which we've kind of used in a different way each year, like the giant chairs, kind of part Alice in Wonderland, but part Madonna as well. It was like I saw the Madonna tour where she had the M on the chair, and I just thought we'd turn that upside down, the W. And that's been a big hit since for the last couple of years. So, and this year we've gone a bit further with Goldie's paintings, going deeper into the kind of surrealism of Lewis Carroll's book, which ended up as what everybody thinks is Louis Vuitton, but it doesn't actually look. It's not Louis Vuitton. It's WL. It's Wonderland.
Eden's a really great club to play in, and the setup, the layout and the setup in the main room is really, really good. It's perfect. You know, you get to interact with the crowd. The sound system's fantastic, and you've still got the area behind you to see all your mates and everything. You know, like that bit. And it's just a really good layout. It's a really good club. I love it.
For me, my highlight, basically, my biggest highlight would be given the opportunity to play after Pete and after Groove Armada, because I didn't expect that, and they asked me to do that, so I loved every minute of it, and it was brilliant. Yeah, it's a different thing to playing before these guys to playing afterwards, because it's amazing. So it's all good.